What's up, everybody? This is a Force of Nature Spiritual Awakening, and today we will be discussing Mars squared Sun Synastry aspect. Okay, so this aspect right here, some of you may have this with your partner, some of you may not. Okay, I know me personally, I had this with an ex, okay, where my Mars was squaring his Sun, and vice versa. His Sun is also squares my Mars. Okay, so this might not be the case scenario for everybody, because it can just pop up Sun squared Mars in there, or Mars squared Sun, or if you have the double whammy. So if you have it in the way that I just said, it would be considered a double whammy, which means that in that relationship, I could be the Mars person when I feel like it, or the Sun person, and he can be the Sun person or the Mars person, versus somebody just being the Mars person and just being the Sun person. Please keep in mind when you're looking at synastry aspects, if you have this in your natal birth chart, this aspect, okay, you can be the Mars or the Sun person whenever you feel like it. Okay, but we're going to dive deep into this, and what does this mean? Okay, so we know that Mars is linked to Aries energy. Okay, and it does rule over the first house of the natal birth chart of identity, yourself. Okay, we do know that Mars has to deal with taking action, being straightforward, blunt, and direct, being a warrior, a fighter, a soldier. So Mars doesn't back down from situations. Mars can actually give out orders and command. Okay, so it does have to deal with control. When it comes to the Sun, okay, just in general, the Sun is linked to Leo, and Leo's ruling planet is the Sun, right? So the Sun does rule over the 5th house. Leo rules over the 5th house in the natal chart. So when we're talking about that, right, the Sun has a lot to deal with your identity as well, okay? But it has to deal with creativity. It has to deal with talents that you hold and possess and things like that. Casual encounters, casual affairs, just having a good time, turning up and just letting your hair down, really living life to the fullest, okay? So what does this mean in a relationship when you see a square? Okay, squares are going to be the most difficult when it comes to the aspects, and then it'll be oppositions and conjunctions. Okay, the conjunction actually swings back and forth between being easy flowing and easy going, and being a little chaotic storm. Okay, so the conjunction is really like in between the trine and the square, if you want to say that. It's like a seesaw. Okay, but this is a square, so it is going to be tug of war. It is going to be conflicts that will go on and take place. But there is a lot of potential for the relationship if both people are mature. So let's dive deep. So this relationship can lead to a mutually inspiring partnership or a mutually inspiring relationship. You both will feel motivated to pursue your goals with Viagra and passion. The Sun person is drawn to the Mars person's courage and determination, while Mars is captivated by the Sun's self-expression and confidence. So the two people involved may share the same ambitions and life purpose. Okay, so this is very important here. When you see this, these people are coming together. Why? Because they have similar dreams, similar goals, or similar ambitions. Just in general. Sound like a fly. Just in general, when it comes to their life purpose. So their paths can be similar. And this is why they are meeting or getting involved with each other to experience something great, something chaotic. That can be it too, because that's going to pop up. Okay, but these people actually together, they encourage each other to act boldly, chase dreams, and live fully. Okay, so the Sun person will become a cheerleader for the Mars person, a strong support system. The Sun person may be for the Mars person, every whim and every fantasy. Okay, so The sun person, when it comes to being a cheerleader for the Mars person, they can be encouraging to them, inspiring to them, motivating them, pushing them towards what it is that they want to accomplish and achieve. Okay, the Mars person is absolutely going to love this. Why? Because the sun person is fulfilling their ideal partner, but ideal teammate. Okay, so now together they can conquer anything, any obstacle presented in front of them. This is the potential for these people. The pair can make dreams turn into full-blown realities. Okay, but you have to watch out with this relationship for power struggles. Okay, there is going to be power struggles in this relationship. Why? Because Mars is about aggression. Okay, Mars is about giving out orders and commands, and the sun person is also about that leadership role and leadership position. So the sun person is not going to back down from Mars just because it's Mars. No, they have something to say, they have an opinion too, and they are going to come at you as well. Okay, now this relationship is filled with intensity, vitality, and ongoing excitement. So this relationship can get volatile. Okay, it can become a hands-on activity going on in a relationship where you getting slapped, somebody else getting punched, somebody else getting dragged. Okay, verbal abuse can be seen. Let's say it's not physical. It can be verbal abuse where you're being dogmatic to your partner. Okay, so the world is ripe for the new exploration, and neither of you wants to be inactive. So they want to take action on their adventures, okay, on their business adventures or endeavors. This aspect, Mars squared Sun, brings out the competitive spirit between the two people so they can be competitive amongst each other. Mars person will push the Sun person. And if the Sun person feels that they are not equipped or prepared, Mars will serve as an unwanted wake-up call. Keep that in mind. Mars person will be loud as hell, bold, energetic, and full of life. So at times, the Mars person can feel like the Sun person is their enemy. So yes, the Mars person can begin to feel over a course of time that the Sun person is their enemy or trying to be their enemy. Okay, because of the going back and forth, butting the heads, arguing and bickering all the damn time. Okay, so this relationship can be very sensual and sexual, full of life, vibrant, but then it can turn around and you can feel like it's sleeping with the enemy. Okay, the Sun person can either be repulsed or inspired by the Mars person's tactics. Okay, so the Mars person can't get enough of the Sun person, and this is because the Sun represents everything that we desire physically in a partner. Okay, physically. It has nothing to do with the inside. It's about the outside of the person. So even if there is a conflict in other areas, this is what makes the connection magnetic. Okay, so what's making this relationship magnetic is the physical attraction. Okay, the physical attraction that goes on and takes place between the two of them. The Sun person sees the Mars person as someone they can respect and also admire and also look up to. Both people need to learn about balance and have mutual respect for this connection to continue in a long-term relationship or for the long haul. Okay, Mars person and the Sun person have the potential to bring out the best and the worst in each other. Okay, so this could become a love-hate relationship. Okay, so in the beginning you heard a lot of nice, beautiful things, right? Because that's the potential for where it can be if you're mature. But if you are not, you could bring out the best in each other and the absolute worst in each other. This is why it is very important to communicate and establish necessary boundaries when either planets tend to get a little too bold. The Mars person will display their control, and the Sun person ain't backing down. Like I told you, both of you have the power And both people will want to establish their control in the relationship. And this is why it can go to extremes where you guys are getting off into arguments and things like that, fussing and fighting, and not seeing eye to eye, feeling like somebody is trying to control you, overrule you, okay, or being overbearing. So I'm going to leave this on this note for now. In future videos to come, I will go more into depth into Mars squared Sun synastry aspect. If anybody wants to donate to the channel, please feel free. Anybody want to get their chart analyzed, please hit me up. You can email me. You can find my email in the About section in the description area where it says About. Click on that. All the information will be there along with services, pricing, and payment method. Okay, my phone number is 516-738-6042. Okay, so this is a force of nature, spiritual awakening. Love is love. Peace and blessings to you all. And I will see you on the next one.